It's day 2 of Bookmas, and today we are going to be talking about Christmas or holiday books to add to your TBR. Hey everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today for Bookmas Day 2, we're going to add some books to your holiday TBR, and I'm going to have a list of books that I have already read to add to your TBR, and books that I haven't that may still be on my TBR. If you're anything like me, you've probably been reading holiday books for at least the last month. If not, that's okay. I feel like I was struggling when I was looking this year to try to figure out what holiday books were coming out, and I just didn't feel like there were that many, at least compared to years in the past. I feel like last year I looked and there were just so many books that were coming out for the holiday season, and I was like struggling to find ones this year. Eventually I kept looking, and I think the closer that we got to December, the more books were released or the more that started popping up with advertising and all of that. So it clearly worked. But sometimes it's really hard, at least for me, to add books to my TBR because I feel like either I see the same books over and over and over again, or I just don't see any books. So here's a list of books that I have read and books that I haven't that I think are great additions to anybody's Christmas TBR. There's a lot of them, and I'm going to try to squeeze them all into this video without making it too long. So I'm really going to attempt to try to give a one or two sentence little descriptor of what the book is and not go into too much detail. You can already assume if it's on my list of books that I've read that I liked it enough to recommend it to people. The books that I haven't read might be a little bit difficult to give a little synopsis, so we'll see where that goes. Faking Under the Mistletoe by Ashley Shepard. One of my favorites, grumpy sunshine, kind of grinchy, Cindy Lou vibe, workplace romance at Christmas time. Whew. And I think it does get a little spicy, but I can't 100% remember. In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. This is the only Christina Lauren book where I think I didn't like the love interest that they ended up going with. But it is based on inspired by Groundhog Day, reliving the same Christmas day over and over and over again to fix your Christmas problems. Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is Christmas smut. It's Tessa Bailey. Of course it is. It was very short, cute, kind of a second chance workplace romance, second chance person experience workplace romance, kind of insta love also. Side note about Tessa Bailey though, she teased a Christmas book earlier this year and I swore it was coming out this year and it didn't. And I was so mad. And then I looked back at the video she posted and it's for next year. So keep, Tessa on your radar because she's releasing a Christmas book next year and it sounds so good. Nick and Noelle's Christmas Playlist, obviously inspired by Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. This is a sweet Christmas romance with lots of Christmas puns. This is friends to lovers with lots of Christmas thrown in. 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This is a YA holiday romance about a girl who is being fixed up by her family to go on 10 different blind dates and eventually find the person that she wants to be with. All holiday themed dates, all very clean. It is YA, but this very much reminded me of my family. Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. This is a friends to lovers with a little bit of a competition, fake dating, competition to win something, but fake dating between the friends, which obviously turns into more all set at a Christmas tree farm. Merry Xmas by Courtney Walsh. This is a second chance romance kind of disguised like an enemies to lovers that has Christmas in every scene. It's got banter, it's got laughter, but this one is clean. There is no spice. Now I'm going to tell you about a bunch of books that are still on my Christmas list radar. There are tons of Christmas novellas that are easy to queue up on ebook or Kindle Unlimited and read. And if you haven't seen my video from day 1 of Bookmas, where we're going to be reading along 3 different Christmas novellas, go ahead and check that out because that will give you 3 other ideas. Those of you who have been following along with my videos are probably sick of me talking about these books, but I have not read these yet, and they are other recommendations for books to add to your TBR. A Very, Very Merry Bromance by Lyssa Kay Adams. This is book 5 in the Bromance series, but I don't believe that you need to have read all of the other ones to read the Christmas one. I at least haven't read number 4 yet. There's Something About Mary by Cody Hall is book 2 after Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist. If I know anything about the first one, I guarantee this one is also going to be full of Christmas puns, and I'm looking forward to it. Faking Christmas by Cindy Steele. Now, I have this one, but I will say this book is part of a series. I think there's like 6 or 7 books. They're all written by different authors, but they're all Christmas books. And I think they're all standalones, but technically a series, so you can like read whichever one you want. So that is something to look at. It's called the Christmas Escape series. And of course, I couldn't give Christmas book recommendations without giving a recommendation like this. I have not read this yet, but I bought it. This is A Christmas Camp by Karen Shaler. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I probably butchered it. But she is the woman who wrote A Christmas Prince, the fantastic movie on Netflix, if you haven't watched it. But she wrote this book after, and it is now a Hallmark movie. But like this is what I think of when I think of like traditional Christmas books, is like, I just look at this and go, that's a Christmas book. And I was honestly looking for the display at my Barnes & Noble recently because I wanted to go in and see what other Christmas books were available. And there were none. There was no display. I was really disappointed. That's one of the reasons why I really felt that I needed to put out this video. Like I said before, I know that there are lots of recommendations that people have seen over and over and over again. And to be honest, there may be a lot of those in this video. Hopefully there's something new for you to check out here. And as always, as I read them, I'll be putting out reviews so you can see what I thought. All right, well, it's time for me to stop talking about the TBR and actually go execute reading the TBR. Make sure you check out my Bookmas Day 1 video if you want to read along on some of the Christmas novellas. I will put links for all of these down in the description below. Most of them are available on Kindle Unlimited, but not all of them, so check them out. Stay tuned for more Bookmas content throughout the rest of the month. And don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.